Hello, it's Olga here from olgadegtyareva.com. So the holiday season is upon us. The year 2011 is almost over, and I know it's a busy time for many of us. So maybe that you're running around to get the last things ready for their celebrations and receiving your guests, or you're packing to go and catch the plane and see your family, or maybe you're getting ready to do something fun with your friends. So I know we're all busy, and I'll just take a few moments to talk to you about how to make your year 2012 the most productive, the most effective, and in general the best year ever you ever had. So I want to start by giving you some tips and talking. The first tip is gonna be about actually reflecting on the year 2011 and I think what you have achieved, because we do achieve a lot, but we forget these things. We never stop to acknowledge them, and that what happened. We try to achieve more, and we feel like it's never enough, no matter how much we do. And we feel like that the bar has been raised higher when the new year starts, when the new month starts, and the new week starts. So actually to step back and reflect, and even maybe grab pen and paper and write all your achievements, like big and small, and think, oh wow, that's actually what I have achieved. Actually, I rock. I've done a lot, and just remembering those, and that will help you to build up momentum for setting new goals and achieving your goals. So that was the tip number 2. The tip number 1 the tip number 2 is gonna be about getting in touch with your desires and actually setting the goals for the year 2012. And this is really can be done by asking yourself, okay, who do I want to be, and what do I want to do, and what do I want to have, and ask yourself for the 3 months time, in a 6 months time, and a year months time, and a year time. And what you can do, you can also grab a pen and paper and write those things, and spend a little bit of time every day during this holiday season to do this when you're waiting to board your plane, or when you're maybe stuck somewhere in the queue, or when you just woke up, or when you go to bed. And ask yourself those questions and start experiencing those feelings you're gonna have once you have those things. Maybe imagine how they would taste, how they would feel or smell, or what the sounds would be. And that's all gonna help you get into this place where you really feel, yeah, that's gonna really make me happy if I achieve this. And this can be work or life related. And so you're gonna set all these goals and dreams and get in touch with your desires. So this is the tip number 2. The next tip it's all about, when you're in touch, get in touch with those dreams and desires, and then you say, okay, it's good, but I don't have time for that, to do this. I'm so busy. Well, you might not be busy like right now when you celebrate and when you're having time off, but when the new year starts and you're going to be very busy at work, so you're going to say, I don't have time for these things, I'm so busy. So the tip number 3 is all going to be about making time for those things. And I'm going to tell you that you can make time out of nothing, and you can do it by eliminating the unimportant things. And you might heard it by now many times, and I was like, okay, but how do I do it on a day-to-day basis? And that's exactly what I want to focus in this video, by giving you tips how you exactly do it on a day-to-day basis. And it's all about becoming aware. Where does your time go? For example, you might be checking your emails 30 times a day without even being aware of this. It's just a habit. It's like a bad habit. So to become aware of this, and then the next step, saying, okay, I am going to eliminate this unnecessary checking and wasting my time, and I'm gonna batch them in groups and schedule 2 or 3 times a day when I check my emails and respond to them. And that's what's gonna do for you, that you're gonna have periods of time. My favorite is like an hour and a half, where you can have a focused time to really focus on achieving your goals, on making your dreams come true. Alright, so it's also, so that's gonna be your tip number 3. There, tip number 4 is about paying attention to your goals and dreams on a daily basis. And it's really important, because you might just think about this throughout the end of December and beginning of January, and then kind of forget about it. So to help you achieve them and to be really effective in 2012, I suggest you think about your dreams and goals on a daily basis. For example, when you get up, you can revisit them and set an intention for the day that you want to be moving forward to them. You can also set times during the day to stop for a moment and ask yourself, okay, am I being busy, or am I doing an important things that will bring me closer to my goals and dreams? And that works really good with me when I do this. Stop for a moment and ask myself this question, and I find myself browsing internet without any purpose, really, collecting useful information, and it just snaps me out of bed, and I just close it down, that window, and I just go back and focus on my goals. And that's how I achieve things. And people keep asking me, how do you achieve so much, and how do you manage all these things? And that's exactly how I do this. Okay, so this is your tip number 4. The tip number 5 and this is you basically step-by-step process on how to make the year 2012 your most productive, your most effective year yet. Okay, this is all about decisions you make. And I found out recently that the most successful people on the planet, they're quick deciders, and it was just so opposite from how I was raised and what I believe, that you need to make decisions like really take a long time and weigh everything. But the thing is, when you pay attention to your goals and desires, what happens is that you start noticing opportunities, and those opportunities, they were always there, but you just didn't notice it because your attention was not there. You start noticing those opportunities, you start opening these new doors, and new possibilities come into your life. So when you see them, you make decisions quickly. And this is the key to being very effective and very productive. And the other thing about making decision is make a decision not from where you are right now, which might be not where you want to be, but from the place where you really want to be. So that's why it's so important to always keep it in mind. Where do I want to be? Who do I want to be? Yes, and that's really worked with me well this year in 2011 when I decided to go part-time at my work at uni. I was scary, of course, because that meant that I would lose some income, and especially because I'm the only person who brings income in the family. So it was very scary, but then because it was so in alignment with who I want to be. I wanted to spend lots of time with my children. I want to explore my other passions like mentoring people. That's exactly what I do right now. And the other things just fell in place. Like we took children out of nursery, so we were saving money from that, and everything just was perfectly in alignment. And this is because I made this decision from the place where I wanted to be. So this was your tip number 5, all about decision, and tip number 6 is about action. And where I want you to be throughout this year is to taking conscious action, and this is in contrast to reaction, and that's how we usually live. We just react. We go throughout our day and we react to what people say, to circumstances, to the email we get, to the news on the radio. We just react, and the whole day goes like this. Instead, you start taking conscious actions for big things like your dreams and goals and desires, but you can practice on small things on a day-to-day basis. And that's when someone says something, you stop for a minute, you breathe, you become aware of your breathing. And usually by the time you would have reacted already, but now you stopped for a moment, you just became aware of your body and of your breathing, of your thoughts and feelings, and okay, what were my desires and goals and dreams? And then you take conscious action in alignment with those goals. And that just, the actions might be very different, and that might be, better. And they will be taking you closer to your goals, and that's exactly how you become much more productive and effective. So this was your tip number 6. It was all about conscious action and practicing it on a day-to-day basis. And the tip number 7 is the last one, is all about, okay, you say, it's all sounds easy. It is easy, but simple, but it's not easy. And that's what I say. The tip number 7 is to get support. And that's exactly what I do myself. I just got off the phone with my mentor. We do Skype calls once a week, and I could talk about my challenges. Oh yes, I have those in my life. I don't think I'm like, my life is just perfect and shiny. And it's all ups and downs, and there are challenges, but I have support. I invested in it, and I'm so happy because after this call I feel balanced, I feel grounded, and I feel generous, so I can be of service to other people, and I can create this kind of content and be generous and giving it, because I am in touch with myself. I'm in touch with my dreams and goals and desires. I feel rich just because of that. So I feel very, generous and good for service for other people. So that was the tip number 7. And yes, I offer mentoring myself, and there is information about the program down below this video, and it's all about making 2012 your most productive year yet. And check it out and see if it appeals to you, and you can take your conscious action of joining me. Alright, that's all for today, and I'll wish you a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.